This is a short video about how I installed a monorail system on the ceiling. The main issue was to get it planned out on the floor first, which I did in terms of the dimensions needed. Had to use a drill press to drill out some blocks of wood, figure out the configurations, and actually use these little blocks to make the mounting on the ceiling. The base that comes with the MTH monorail is much heavier than these little 2-inch blocks of wood. So I elected to use those because they would be easier to install on a ceiling. My particular ceiling is sheetrock, so I decided I'd just use those with little plastic anchors and screws. Knowing that the monorail itself is not very heavy, that was not an issue in terms of weight. The actual supports, which I don't have, but illustrating it here with a brass rod, they went up through this 2-inch block. I drilled a hole in the middle and I reamed out the other side. And the actual support pieces that come from MTH have a little hole in the end, so you can actually put a washer over the end. And then I took a nail and cut it just to the right size, so when it dropped down, it would hold the track. And again, the track and the monorail are not very heavy. So I began piece by piece getting it up. It took me at least 3 days, 5 hours a day. I actually got pretty dizzy sometimes because I was always on a step ladder. The ceiling is high enough that I needed to do it on a ladder. But I got it mounted little by little. I was really curious if it was going to work out or not and make it fit based on the plans that I had. I did a lot of drilling up from the ceiling and trying to get it lined up, but it came out pretty well. And I was delighted because when I did the first run, it actually worked very well. So here's a short video showing the first run of my monorail. I think this adds quite an additional dimension to a layout. I was very pleased with how it came out. I want to thank you for taking time to watch. I appreciate you doing that. Also, if you have any ideas of doing something like this, let me know. Love to talk with you, and appreciate any comments that you'd like to share below. Always looking for ways to make things better.